Tom. Turn your dial to cable 18. You will see the best in TV. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Sit back and listen. You will hear the best conversation of the year. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom.
Welcome to Talking with Tom. I'm Tom Dacey alongside Ed McCarver once again. Hello, Edward.
Hello, Tommy. How are you tonight?
Good, and you?
Very well, very well. Got an exciting show tonight. A good friend of ours is back, and we're glad she's back. It's going to be a fun hour.
Yes. As I would like to say, there is magic in the air this evening.
Yes, in more ways than one. Yes, literally. Literally. I think we should go right ahead and introduce her.
I'll give you the honors. Go ahead.
All right. Not only is she a very talented musician, I'm very happy to say she's my cousin, and she's tried to make me disappear at many family
functions. And it didn't work.
No. But she's perfecting it. Please welcome KAYLA DRESCHER.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, KAYLA.
Hey guys, how are ya?
And I like that effect on the screen. Oh, look, KAYLA's. Oh, there she is, KAYLA DRESCHER. Very good.
Hey.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a couple of years.
Yeah,
since,
it's been at least, I want to say 4 maybe?
I think so. God, we've been together that long? So.
Back in our old stomping grounds.
Yeah, but I know you've been very busy. You have your own web page. You've graduated from college. You're living up in that place where your favorite baseball team plays. So
Red Sox.
The Red Sox, yeah.
Yep.
So life is good for KAYLA DRESCHER.
Life is wonderful.
And we appreciate you coming by. And I think we should just
thanks for having me.
go right with our hard-hitting questions.
How did you get involved with magic, KAYLA?
Sure. So I got involved in magic by looking for something to do for my 2nd grade talent show, and along some events that we don't exactly remember what happened, but my father and I went into a magic shop in Milford, Connecticut, which is no longer there, but we started out by going in and I fell in love immediately, performed in our school's talent show alongside my father actually, and I've been doing magic ever since. I kind of got bitten by the bug, as they say, and I fell in love, and that was that.
Did you have a routine in the 2nd grade?
You'll actually see an adapted version of it in a little bit, but my father and I had this absolutely awful comedic routine that was only funny because I was 7. And yeah, we had a blast. It was wonderful, and now here I am today.
Son's father, he's no longer involved in the routine?
Yeah, we kicked him out a while ago.
In doing research for this, we found that when you were 7 years old, you joined the Bill Andrews Society of Young Magicians. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Sure. The Society of Young Magicians is a branch of the Society of American Magicians, which is one of the longest running magic organizations in the world. It actually was started by Harry Houdini and a bunch of his friends. And the Society of Young Magicians is worldwide, and it basically is for kids from the ages of 7 to 17 who are interested in learning magic. And the Bill Andrews Society is in Stamford, Connecticut. It's still running today, and it was started by Bill Andrews, maybe must be 20 years ago now, maybe a little over 20 years now, he began that organization. And I joined right off the bat when I was 7, and Bill is a very well-known name in magic, and we would come kids ages 7 to 17 would come and practice magic, learn magic from each other, from books and DVDs, and we would see world-renowned people like Tony Clark, Bob Fitch, who was the original Rooster in the Broadway production of Annie, and just amazing people would come in and teach us about the art of magic and performing, and it was a wonderful experience, and I'm very thankful to have had it.
What was your first magic trick?
My very first magic effect was the cut and restored rope, which you will see very, very shortly.
How long did it take and by the way, do you call them, are they tricks or illusions? I've heard some magicians say they like the word illusion.
Sure. So the word, in our theory, the word tricks kind of almost makes it less significant to us, and especially for me, the word trick makes it seem like it's just something you can buy anywhere and anyone can do. But the word illusion, or I often use the word effects, it really brings a whole different kind of persona to what you're doing. And for me, it's not just about the trick itself. It's not about fooling people. And I think a trick is, you play tricks on people, trick or treat. A trick is trying to fool you. But an illusion or effect is me trying to take you out of your reality and make the impossible possible. And I think that's why a lot of magicians don't like the word trick and try to use illusion or effect. It's a good question.
How long did it take you to perform that first illusion, the word trick?
We must have been practicing for months and months, and I remember sitting in the living room with my parents, trying out different funny lines. And there was some line about my dad came out with a pair of scissors, and he doesn't have much hair, so I said something along the lines of, "Oh, I see you've been playing with the scissors, took too much off the top," which of course again was cute from a 7-year-old. And we would just sit there practicing, and it takes a while. It definitely does. Lots of practice.
Do you remember your first public performance?
Oh goodness. I mean, it would definitely be the talent show, but I think after that it would have been through the Society of Young Magicians, where we would put on 1 or 2 shows a year and sell tickets and bring in the public, and we would perform for them. And I think that was probably my second real public show for people that I didn't necessarily know. And I performed an effect I still do today that I did not bring with me, and also like a quarter through a beer bottle. That was something I did as well. And I very much remember doing that because I borrowed Mr. Andrews' props, and I actually have them currently in my possession today, which is a real honor.
We had a magician on some months ago, Chick Kelman, who I think you know, who was from Wallingford, and you are originally from Wallingford?
Yes.
And Chick and you are members of the Tom Preet Society of Magicians.
Yep.
Tell us about working with Chick, and tell us about the society.
Sure. So the Tom Preet Assembly of the Society of American Magicians is from Wallingford, and when I was about 14 years old, I was asked to come and be a part of that group, and I absolutely loved working with Chick and Tom Preet and Bill Hoagland and all those guys. And I unfortunately don't get to go to those meetings anymore because I'm now in Boston and don't get to travel back and forth as much as I'd like, but I definitely still stay in contact. I was actually just down performing with Bill in New Haven, and Bill comes up to Boston a lot, so I definitely get to stay in contact with everyone. It's wonderful to bounce off ideas with them, and we have a great time still talking magic and catching up, and it's great to still know those guys.
Chick was amazing that night. Remember
Yeah.
the tricks?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a wonderful magician, yeah.
And as I told you previously, Tom Preet was my old art teacher.
Yes, you did mention that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He's an amazing man.
Right here in North Haven Public Schools.
Yep. Very good. Very good.
I understand you were recently on the Today Show.
Yeah. Yep. That was great.
Now that was in March of this year,
Yes.
and if Kayla does look familiar, those of you that watch the NBC Today Show, you were as part of their what was it, Monday Magic, I think was the
Yep.
promo for it. But walk us through that experience.
Sure. So basically, the world-renowned magician David Copperfield was doing what they called Magic Mondays on the Today Show, where every Monday he went on and either he performed something or brought on special guests like Penn and Teller. And the last Monday of March, they had a competition where you could send in a video of an original magic routine where it's kind of something you created, and either you sell or no one else in the world does. So I sent in a video actually the day it was due, about an hour before the cutoff, which was crazy, and thinking nothing of it. And a few days later I got an email saying, we're considering your video, but we need you to do it from a little bit of a different angle just to make sure it's okay for television. Can you send that to us? And I got that email at 8 o'clock in the morning just by a fluke. I woke up and oh no, and I got up, I shouted, it was terrifying, and I recorded this completely new video that was still, I was still asleep. I hadn't even eaten breakfast yet. And the next morning, again at 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call asking me to come down to New York a few days later to be one of 3 finalists that will be performing live on the Today Show. What? and it was wonderful. The experience was great, and I got to meet David Copperfield, who's one of my inspirations and definitely one of my favorite magicians out there. He does some stuff that still blows me away, and I'm still just in awe of. And it was great to meet him, and great to meet the other two contestants, who I now just actually saw both of them very recently. So it's great to stay in contact with them, and I had a wonderful time. It was a very positive and just amazing experience.
We talked a little bit about it before we went on the air, and it was not nerve-wracking?
You know, I don't know why, but nervousness is not really an emotion I often feel. I often just get really excited and kind of have to...
Like an adrenaline sort of rush?
More like adrenaline than nerves. And I think it's just out of my pure love for performing, as I just get so excited to do it and to make people happy and see people's reactions to everything. And I think that's more of what I'm feeling before things. So I was definitely very excited. And I mentioned before that on the train ride down there, I had to calm myself down listening to Celine Dion, because that's the only thing that gets me to calm down. And that was that, and no, I felt great going on, and it was awesome.
They were, for those of you that didn't see, and it is on YouTube.
It is,
so
yes.
if you go on YouTube, KAYLA performed first, and there were two young gentlemen that performed afterwards, and then she was picked. Because you were first, do you think that gave you an advantage?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I think that I'm not really sure if there was an advantage or not. I think the other two, Jeff and Ben, are amazing performers. I have admired Ben for a while now. I think he's a wonderful performer. He works so hard at doing this professionally, and he's got some wonderful stuff out there. And then Jeff is this incredibly talented magic inventor. He has a lot of products on the market that magicians are in love with, and just to be right there with them was pretty amazing. And I'm not sure. I don't know really what I guess put me over the edge, but I think I felt like we were all winners, and we were all equal in our
you did
in our own way.
You seemed very comfortable up
Yeah.
there, and I think they did as well. But I would think that might be an advantage to going first, just to see. Did you know what routines they were going to do? Did you all three of you know ahead of time what illusions you were going to perform?
I had only known that Jeff was the other contestant. I didn't know about Ben until that morning, and I had kind of stalked Jeff, if you will, online, and saw the routine that he submitted. So that's the only reason I knew. And I had seen that product for sale, and I thought it's a wonderful, wonderful effect. And he invented that himself. No one else does that. No, it's his effect. And so that was pretty cool for him to be selected for something he does.
We're going to see you perform in a few minutes, but just to follow up on this, you did win the competition.
Yes.
So tell me what the reward was for
Sure.
winning that. You got a chance to go to Sin City?
Yeah, so David actually threw this in last minute and threw in this big prize of being a guest, and the winner were flown out to Las Vegas to not only see his show, but to also get a tour of his personal museum, which is about 2.5 hours of the most amazing magic and theatrical history that there is. It's the largest magic collection, and it's not only just of his stuff, but also the collections of very well-known magicians like Harry Blackstone, Houdini, Cardini, all these, Robert Houdin, just amazing, amazing things that I got to see and touch, and it was so overwhelming and just a wonderful experience. And I'm really glad to have gotten to meet David and get to know him a little bit better, and I got to see him again when I was out in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and that was wonderful as well. And
you got to see him perform?
I've seen his show twice now, and it's a wonderful, wonderful piece of theater. And if you ever go out to Las Vegas, I highly recommend seeing the show. And it's constantly changing, and it's constantly getting better and better. And it's honestly, I think it's the best magic show out there right now, and I highly recommend it.
And what hotel does he?
It is at the MGM.
MGM Grand. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I just saw on Facebook the other day you just received another honor.
I did.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So there's, in the magic community, we have conventions, and often at conventions there are competitions. And I went down to Texas to the Texas Association of Magicians convention and competed against 6 other people, all of which are either were my friends before or now are. And we competed, and I was very honored to win first place in the senior close-up magic category, and that was awesome, and I had a great experience. and I'm excited to keep in touch with all these guys and move forward from here. And it was great, yeah.
And this was in Dallas.
This was in Dallas,
yeah.
Texas, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you would probably get a lot of friends in Dallas if somehow you could make Tony Romo disappear from the Dallas Cowboys. We're gonna see you perform in a couple of minutes, and we're gonna take a short break coming up shortly. And something you want to get the audience involved, so we're going to ask the people at home watching to grab a deck of cards, because there's a kind of a group participation.
Yep, and no matter how many people you have in the room, if you just want to grab one deck, and we can split it out amongst everyone that's there, but just grab a deck of cards, and we're going to all kind of do a magic effect all together.
So why don't we do this? We'll take a short break and come back.
Back with KAYLA performing for us.
Keep it where it is.
Stay with us.
Some risks are obviously not worth taking.
Watch where you're going!
Some aren't as obvious, but could be just as deadly, like the risk for type 2 diabetes, especially if you're over 45 or overweight.
2-minute spot.
Take the diabetes
So we'll
risk
intro
test.
you now,
It's
and then
free
you just
and takes less than a minute.
Go right
Type 2
ahead.
diabetes is one risk you can't
And
afford to
we
take.
won't ask questions
So
until...
stop diabetes
Yeah,
before it
okay.
stops
Okay,
you.
okay, yep,
close
all right,
done.
okay, yep.
Yeah.
Just go with a...
The curfew you have imposed on me is an egregious infringement upon my social well-being and freedom. I know my rights, and you can't tell me what to do.
For the camera,
Does every
if it's
conversation
okay
with
to
your
just
teen
not
turn into a debate?
go below this
Call the
table.
Boys Town National
That's
Hotline
cool.
at 800-448-3000.
I mentioned before,
Trained counselors are on call 24/7 to help with parenting problems.
Tools make our lives easy. When it comes to straightening crooked teeth and jaws, orthodontists have the right tools. With 2 to 3 years of specialized education beyond dental school, they are uniquely skilled to oversee your care. Put your smile in the right hands.
My husband says social drinking relaxes him, but he's not very relaxed when he comes home at night. He's always ready to pick a fight. I don't think he's an alcoholic, even though I think he drinks too much. My psychiatrist suggested I try Al-Anon family groups. I was surprised at how quickly I found help at Al-Anon. Are you troubled by someone's drinking? You might be surprised at what you could learn in an Al-Anon family group meeting from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or visit alanonfamilygroups.org.
In an instant, everything we know can be taken away. I'm John Larroquette, and as an actor, I've made a career on TV and performing on the Broadway stage. But is that what matters most? If I was suddenly disabled and couldn't take steps, couldn't I still act? Only abilities matter. Visit Kessler Foundation on Facebook and tell us your abilities. And go to KesslerFoundation.org, where only abilities matter.
Welcome back to Talking with Tom. At this time, KAYLA DRESCHER is going to perform for us. Take it away, KAYLA.
Perfect. All right. There we go. Goodness. It gets a little thirsty up here. All right, so as we mentioned before, my name is KAYLA, and I've been doing magic since I was 7 years old, where I performed in my school's talent show, and this is the first effect I ever performed. A regular piece of rope with 2 ends and 1 middle. We can bring the middle up to meet the 2 ends. We can actually just cut it right in half, making the rope into 2, well, sort of equal pieces. But by tying the 2 pieces together, we can restore the rope, just like that. Thank you. Now, as a 7-year-old, this is cute, right? Because I think, oh, look at magic, hey. But this is nothing, especially when you're 23. So we can... And like that, the rope is restored.
Awesome.
Thank you. Hey, thanks. All right, goodness. Well, Hey, Eddie, do you want to help me out with something?
Sure,
okay,
sure.
You can stay right where you are.
Okay.
I'm going to come over to you. Just verify for me that all of the cards are different. Every magician has to do a card trick, yes?
Yes.
All the
yes.
cards are different, right? Mixed up pretty thoroughly. Do me a favor, I'm going to riffle down the deck like this. I want you to say stop whenever you'd like.
Okay.
You ready? Go ahead.
Stop.
Right there?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Do you want to go any more?
No, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead and take the card you stopped at and show it around. Show the camera. Don't show me, though. I'll turn my back so that there's no way I can see it. When you're done, just place it face down on your chest for me. Let me know when you've done that.
Okay, just want to show it to the camera. Okay, the camera sees that. Okay. It is down on the desk.
All set? Feeling good? All right, I'm going to turn around. Now, Eddie, I do magic a lot, and there happens to be one card. Everyone seems to pick this card, and they're all different, but it just seems that this one card keeps coming up. So if you picked the 3 of diamonds, can you just let me know?
Right.
You did? Oh, it's fine. No. Oh, goodness. This happens. We'll have you do it again. Just say stop whenever you want again. Go ahead.
Stop.
Right there? Sure. Do you want to go more?
No.
Okay, go ahead, take it. Show it again to the camera. Show it around. When you're done, place it face on the table so I can't see it.
Yeah, let me just show it to the camera. Let the camera see it. Okay. All right. It is down.
All right, I'm
on
going
the
to turn
desk.
around. You didn't grab the 3 diamonds again, did you?
I did. Am I doing it wrong?
No, it's not. It's not you. It's the cards. This happens. Do you say stop again wherever you'd like?
Stop.
Right there. Do you want to go more?
No.
Okay. Take that card. Show it. Take it. Grab it. Show it to the camera. Show it to Tom. Don't show me. Again, just make sure it's not the 3 diamonds. So when you're done, just place it face on the table. Feeling good? All right, I'm turning around. It's not that card, right? Not 3 diamonds.
It is the 3 of diamonds. I'm a failure.
Maybe I should say stop this time.
Here. Say stop wherever you'd like, Tom.
Stop.
Right there?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, take that card. Actually, if you can pass it to Tom and show it around. Make sure it's not the 3 diamonds, though. I won't look. You feeling good, Tom?
Yep.
It's not the 3 diamonds, right?
Nope.
Place it face on the table. It's not the 3 diamonds.
Nope.
He did it fine. It's okay. All right, if you can pass the card this way, just don't let me see it. And if you can just stick it back in the deck, but when you do, place it so that
I
it's...
actually didn't see it. May I look at it?
Go nuts.
Okay.
All set? All right, I'm turning around. Place it back in the deck for me, but place it so that it's kind of still sticking out so that we know which card is
in the
Tom's.
middle?
Yeah,
Okay.
anywhere you'd like. Feeling good about that spot
Okay,
right there. So
okay.
just go ahead and make sure, and I'll give the camera one last look. I promise I'm not looking to be able to see it.
Okay.
All right, and we'll square up the deck. Now, using magical powers, I'm going to see if I can cut to where your card is. So I'm going to cut little packets like this until I think I'm about where your card is, where you put the card in the pack. Okay, not that card. I'm feeling right about here. Just make sure the ace of clubs, that's not your card, Tom.
Nope.
Is it? Okay. And we've got the jack of diamonds. That's not
Nope.
your card either, right? So I'll give myself a little bit of leeway. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I'll go through the 5. Just notice if you see the card, but try not to say anything, make any facial expressions.
Okay.
We'll see if it's even in here. So we've got the 5 of spades, the 4 of diamonds, the 7 of clubs, the 5 of diamonds, and the jack of diamonds. Did you see your card, Tom?
Yes.
And we'll just make sure, one more time, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards. What was your card, Tom?
7 of clubs.
The 7 of clubs? Watch. Do you see it in there anymore? We've got the 5 of spades, the jack of diamonds, the 5 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds. Check those out. Make sure that the 7 of clubs is in fact completely gone from that pack.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is.
snap.
It's gone.
But where does it go? That's the question, right? Nothing, no sleeves, nothing on the hands. We'll look right back into the pack here. And one card only, should have returned facing the opposite way, and that is, of course, your card, the 7 of clubs. Hey, thanks. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Amazing.
Goodness.
I wish I was with you when I was in Vegas.
Listen, I played blackjack when I was there, and I lost $45, so magic does not help. Just saying. You just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there? Do you want to go more?
No, I'm good.
Okay, take it.
Show the camera.
Yeah. No three of diamonds? Shoot.
What's wrong with you, Ed?
All right.
I've got to be doing this wrong.
We'll move on from here. Ed, you're doing fine. You're doing all you can. Now, when I was on, we mentioned before that I was on the Today Show on NBC, and I actually did a routine with bottle caps. And that's because I am a bartender. That's my part-time job, if you will, other than magic. And a lot of people always, when they see me, they say, oh, Kayla, can you do that bottle cap trick you did on TV? In my daily life, why would I carry around bottle caps? That seems silly, but I do. However, I prefer people not to see it anyway, so I keep them in my purse. And this purse makes everything invisible, as you can see. There's a ton of stuff in here. We've got money, but bottle caps most importantly, but you can't see it. But you can even check inside here. Nothing, but just always bottle caps. Wow. Let me show you. Sometimes it gets confusing, but I'll show you how the process works to put things into the purse. To put things in, you first have to turn them invisible. Like that. And then you can just throw it in the purse. Again, it seems crazy. You can't see it. But again, it's right inside. I'll show you one more time. Right in there. Oh, sometimes, and this is actually a great tool to have a second purse. This doesn't look like a purse. Right, exactly. This is a secret purse. So first you've got invisible, now you've got secret. What? Wow, crazy. But look, you can see, watch. Perfect. There it is. I'll show you, again, this looks a little bit confusing, but we can place the bottle cap into the purse. There it is.
Awesome.
And that is how I keep my bottle caps. Hey, thank you. Say stop, Ed.
Stop.
Right there? Do you want to go more?
Can I?
Do it.
Please. Stop.
More?
No, I'm feeling comfortable.
All right, go ahead, take it. What do you got? Dang it.
I'm telling you, it's him, Kayla.
Man. All right, we'll move on. Darn. So one of my favorite types of magic is rubber band magic, so I'd like to show you something with those. And my very, very favorite magician in the whole wide world is Harry Houdini. I find him fascinating. He was not only a magician, but he was also what they call an escape artist. So he would lock himself up in handcuffs, he would hang upside down in a tank of water 7 stories above the ground, and escape to live to tell the tale. Amazing. That is so great. And I am nowhere near that brave. So this is about the extent of my escapeology. Rubber bands. They don't look scary, but they can be. Because if you were to kind of link the rubber bands like this, you've basically created a pair of handcuffs, yes? No way to get out on either side. Not towards the back, and of course not towards the front. But just as Harry Houdini did, all it takes is a quick shake, and you can escape. Wow. Ed, I'll have you actually help me out for this one, if that's okay.
All right.
If you can put both of your hands like this, one finger forward, and then curl them like a claw. Perfect. And I'll have
Handcuff
you
him.
handcuff him. That sounds awful. And
Maureen
perfect.
wants to learn this trick.
And if you can just turn ever so slightly towards me, and perfect. We've still got a good angle on the camera. We'll lift up just a little bit, and we'll place this rubber band on your side, so you can see it, and you can feel that we're locked in. We're locked in pretty tight. Yes. Oh, not anymore. We are locked in pretty tight. So try not to let me out on either one of your sides, though.
Okay.
But of course, as Harry Houdini did, it's just a brief shake and they can come apart. And I'll actually have you play the part of Houdini on this one. So all I want you to do is, on the count of 3, just pull your hands towards your face. You ready?
On the count of 3?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. And you did it. Wow. That was amazing. Look at you, Harry Houdini. I'll take this back. Good job, Ed.
So thank you.
Everyone at home, clap. But what actually is probably what's probably the coolest part about Harry Houdini is that he would not only lock himself up in those handcuffs, but watch that second rubber band very closely. He wouldn't just lock himself up, but he would actually completely disappear. And that is my tribute to Harry Houdini. Thanks very much.
Very nice.
Hey,
yes.
Yes, we're feeling it. We're feeling it, Ed. Say stop.
Stop.
Right there?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop. Stop. I'm good.
Take it. Dang it. Man.
I don't know about you, Ed.
No.
Man.
I'll never get co-host of the year for this.
I'm so sorry. Actually, maybe now would be the perfect time to get our home audience involved. Yes. So if you were here before the break, go grab your deck of cards and open it up. Go ahead and just give them a good shuffle. And Ed and Tom will actually have you participate in this, if that's okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what everyone at home can do, oh, that was a disaster. What everyone at home can do is just grab about 9 cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll grab 9 cards myself, and I'll come over here and do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So we've got our 9 cards. Deal 3 piles like this of one card each. Perfect. Now go ahead and deal 1 more pile on top of those. And then 1 more layer on top of those. Perfect. Awesome. And then you can go and make sure, square up all of your piles, make sure they're looking pretty good. Looks great, guys. And whichever pile you'd like, pick up the whole pile and go ahead and check out the bottom card. And we can actually it's okay that I see them. Right. We can actually go ahead and show the camera what all of our cards is. So I have the 3 of clubs. It's got the Jack of clubs. Tom, the Queen of diamonds. Wonderful. And make sure at home you remember that card. Take that pile and go ahead and place it on top of whatever other pile you'd like, making a giant pile of now 6 cards. Go ahead and now pick up that giant pile of 6 and place it on top of the last pile, making a super giant pile of cards. Awesome. Oh, you guys look great. And go ahead and pick up that whole super giant pile and hold it down in your hand. Now, here's what we can do. Every card has a name. So my card, the 3 of clubs, is the 3 of clubs. So we can now spell that name. However, here's the deal. You can, at home, or in here, try to trip up the magic. You can't actually lie. So I have the 3 of clubs, but if I'd like to lie, maybe I'll spell 5 or 10 or king. It's up to you, whatever you'd like. So how to do it, and I'll demonstrate first, is I had the 3, so I'll spell T-H-R-E-E. 1 card for each letter. So why doesn't everyone at home go ahead and do that and spell down whatever you'd like. Now, if you had the 3, but Tom, you had the queen, so you can do Q-U-E-E-N, or you can lie, and you can say the 10, T-E-N, or something like that. So go ahead and do that now.
Q.
We can lie.
Yeah, you can lie. You can do whatever you'd like. You might spell the 3 of diamonds. It's up to you.
E. E.
Perfect. And you want to deal them just on top of each other?
On top of each other?
No worries. I'll come help you out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfection.
Okay.
And now go ahead and take that pile that's in your hand and place it on top of the cards you've dealt down on the table. Once again, making your super giant pile. Go ahead and pick up that super giant pile and hold it in your hands. Now every card has a middle name, and it's of. So we'll spell one letter for each name. Don't lie on this one, it's of. Okay. So O and F goes right on top.
O,
F.
F. Perfect. And then go ahead and throw the cards in your hand right on top of those. Now again, we're going to spell the suit, the last name of the card. Again, you can either tell the truth or you can lie. So I had the 3 of clubs, so I'll spell C-L-U-B-S. And if you had diamonds, D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S, hearts, H-E-A-R-T-S, or spades, S-P-A-D-E-S. So go ahead and spell one of those now, one card for each letter.
I'm going to lie.
You can lie if you'd like. You can try to trip it up. It's totally fine.
L.
I've been lying
right
all
on
along.
U.
Diamonds has more. No, don't.
B. S.
Awesome. And go ahead and, again, throw the cards in your hand right on top of that pile. Great. Go ahead and pick up your super giant pile and hold it in your hand. Now, this whole time, you could have been either telling the truth or you could have lied. Either is fine. However, there's still a little bit of magic for each and every one of us. So let's all together spell magic. We've got M, A, G, I, and pause right here. Now again, you could have told the truth, you could have lied, but the little bit of magic in all of us. Go ahead and check out that next card. And you've got, for me, the 3 of clubs. For Ed, the jack of clubs. And for Tom, the Queen of diamonds.
Queen of diamonds.
And all of you at home should have gotten your card. And that
is amazing.
Fun for everyone.
That's amazing.
Goodness.
Wow.
I even lied and it still worked.
It did. Oh, good. Thanks, guys. Oh, I got it.
Sorry.
No worries. Say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Is it the 3 of diamonds?
I don't know, Kayla.
Dang it.
I wouldn't want him as an assistant.
20 minutes left in the program. I'm still doing the Queen 3 of diamonds.
All right. Well,
amazing.
We'll actually take this time. So as we mentioned a little while ago, I did actually just go to Texas and compete and win first place in close-up magic there, which is such an honor. And I did an act based off of being a bartender. I'd like to do just a very small portion of it today for you, if that's okay. Basically, I'd like to teach you how to, the beginning steps of making one of our most popular drinks, and that is a martini. We won't go through everything. However, I'll teach you about what we call the garnishes. And at a bar, you can do all different types of garnishes. You've got cherries, olives, lemons, limes, but with a martini, you typically have olives. So grab the olives. Now, at the Marriott, where I work, we always like to make sure our guests stay entertained, especially those drinking alone. So I always say just a little something extra, like, I'll love you. Get it? Goodness. So let me show you. Ready? I'll love you. Shoot. The olives are not made with cherries. I'm very sorry. Sorry. Olive.
Oh. My goodness.
It's just not working out at all. Maybe we'll pause this lesson and come back another time. Cheers. Goodness. All right, let's maybe do one more. And you know, Ed, I feel like we haven't super connected tonight, especially because, you know, with that silly card trick.
Haunting.
What was that? You kept grabbing the 3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds. Yes.
Remember that?
I remember it for a long time, I think.
All right, you know, let's try something a little bit different. Do you have a dollar bill on you by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Oh, perfect.
Well,
can we use it?
Sure.
Actually,
Did you see that moth just fly on there?
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Will I get it back?
Maybe.
All right.
We'll see what happens. So, this is your dollar bill. It came from your wallet. Yes.
Yes.
Looking pretty good. Now, the thing is that I'm going to try to make your dollar bill disappear and end up somewhere completely impossible.
Okay.
That'd be nuts. So, in order to do that, I could at this moment basically say, make your dollar disappear, and then have put another dollar somewhere. That's cheating, right? So let's make your dollar just a little bit different than everyone else's. So I'll actually just tear a very small piece of the corner off, and I'll do it enough so that you can, of course, still spend it later. It will make it kind of different. So why don't you go ahead and hold on to your corner, and then put it in maybe one of your pockets or somewhere so that there's no way that I can get to it.
Okay.
So we've got your dollar. It looks quite different than any other dollar out there. Now watch very closely. Gone. Hey. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Well, that's that. Thanks very much. My name's Kayla. Have a good day. Okay, this is confusing.
I'm glad I didn't give you a 10.
So, do you have a 10? No. Let's try it again. Let's see. I didn't actually have a plan for what to do next. I was hoping. What if I gave you something about the value of $1?
Sure.
Awesome. Wait, I have this lemon. Hey, does that count?
Sure. It matches my car. So.
Do you really want this? You want a lemon instead of $1?
Well, I would really rather have the dollar.
Okay. Well, I said that your dollar was going to end up in an impossible location, right?
Yeah, you
Let me
did
grab
say
a
that.
knife. Oh, snap. Lemon. This would be insane, wouldn't it?
It would.
I can see the anticipation on your face is growing, so let's check. I feel like there is something it's kind of stopping me from cutting. Your dollar. Please tell the camera and all of our wonderful viewers at home. Inside the lemon is an object. Is it in fact a $1 bill?
I think it is.
It's a 1? Go ahead and take it out. What do we, can we show the camera? What do we got?
Yeah.
Is that that's not a 1?
Oh,
what
wait
is
a
that?
minute. Wait a minute. It's a. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's a card. It's a card.
What is that?
It's the 3 of diamonds. I can never escape. I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm a failure.
No, I don't. Well, is it hot in here? Actually, hold on. Hold on a second. Do you see what's in there? Do you see?
Oh my goodness!
Do you see the cat?
Yeah.
I see it.
Camera? Maybe it's a little hard to see on the camera, but let's open it. Actually, Ed, I'll have you continue opening it. I don't want to touch it.
I see it.
Go ahead.
No.
What? Is there something in there?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
It is a.
Oh my goodness!
It is $1.
It's $1. Now wait, it could be any dollar. Oh. It could be any dollar. Go ahead and remove it. But now there was one way that we identified your dollar, correct? And that was the corner. Go ahead and unfold it. Now, first of all, is there a corner missing in that dollar?
Indeed, there is.
But now any corner could be missing. Can you take the corner out of your pocket? And let's see if it fits kind of like a puzzle piece. What do we got?
Let me get this up, Mike, so if I can read.
Does it fit?
It fits.
Oh my goodness!
It fits perfectly.
Well, congratulations,
Kayla, that is awesome.
Getting
That
your
is-
dollar back. And well, my name is Kayla, and I appreciate all of you watching. Thanks very much.
And I'm going to post this dollar when I get home here and put it in the frame. Kayla Drescher,
Don't forget
amazing.
your 3 of diamonds.
Yes. Yes. That is amazing.
Thank you.
And we've come. It's 15 minutes before the top of the hour, and one more piece of magic. I think you made most of this show fly by. That is amazing. Without any, that routine, which was about 20 to 25 minutes in length, how long did it take to master? Are we talking months of training, or?
So it depends. The cut and restored rope, I've been doing that again since I was 7, and I mean it took me months to learn that, and at that very young age. The card and the bill, sometimes routines come to you immediately in your head, and you just think, oh, that would be awesome, and you write it down and you're ready to go, but you can't perform it just after that. So the idea of the card and the lemon and all of that was an idea that came very suddenly to me right before a show, and I was not going to do it because I had never done it before. So it took probably about 2 months to really get it to where it is now, and it's still growing. It's still fairly young. The routine with the cherries and the olives and the lemon, the routine that I just competed in Texas with, that's about a month and a half old, and it's still nowhere near where I want it, but I'm pretty proud of it so far. So it definitely takes months to years to really perfect a magic routine. So we're definitely, I mean, so much time, and I mean, we're talking hours and hours every day to practice, and it's crazy.
It's a highly disciplined art form.
And you know, there was a quote that I read very recently that said, if you want something more than you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and start practicing before I've taken my asthma medication. So I'm feeling pretty good with my dedication level at this point, yeah.
Yeah. Now, when magicians get together, do they discuss their illusions or reveal any of their secrets?
So sometimes, yes. It really depends on what you're working on, and there are some things to me that are so prized and that I'm still working on, like the olives and the cherries, or the bottle cap routine that I was on the Today Show with. Those are all very important to me, and I tend not to share them. But there are other routines like the Bill and Lemon, or some of the card effects that are pretty well known, and we just kind of put our own spins on. So we do often get together, perform for each other, give positive and negative feedback, and kind of show each other the ins and outs of what we're doing. And that's how a lot of us learn, is either by books or DVDs, or just by what we call jamming with other magicians.
We talked about, and you mentioned magicians, Harry Houdini, David Copperfield, Penn and Teller, Harry Blackstone. It's a male-dominated art form. Do you see yourself as some sort of pioneer? I remember from Vegas, Melinda, the First Lady of Magic,
Sure.
but I cannot think of any of. So do you see yourself as kind of a trailblazer for?
To be honest, it's a little bit of a goal of mine to be something like that. And for so long, it has been a male-dominated profession, and there are so many absolutely wonderful female magicians in our history and out there today. Adelaide Herman or Dell O'Dell are some of the real, pioneer female magicians who just invented amazing things and did wonderful magic. And there are people out there now, Juliana Chen, Ariane Black, Luna Shimada, people like that I look up to and I think are just absolutely wonderful magicians, and unfortunately are not household names, although I think that they totally deserve to be. And that's something that I would love to change, and whether it's me or whether it's my friends or whether it's someone I look up to, I think that there needs to be a household female magician name, and I think it's going to happen in our lifetime, and whoever it'll be, I'm excited excited, and I can't wait to see it happen.
When you go to these competitions, is there a ratio? Is it more male than?
Oh yeah. I sometimes joke that there's never a line for the bathroom for me, and I'll never see
That's
that
a good
anywhere
line.
else.
That's a good line.
It's very true. It is a completely male-dominated profession, or even a hobby. If you're just a hobbyist, most of magicians are male. And going to conventions, walking in, most people assume I'm either an assistant, a daughter, or a wife, or girlfriend,
Really?
or of someone. And it's fun. I think it's very fun to have that. And for someone to say, oh, so, who are you here with? That's the question. Who are you here with? And to say, oh, I'm actually the magician. Let me show you something. And to show them something, it doesn't matter what level, their mind blown. Wow, a girl that does magic? And then I have friends, and it's wonderful, and I love it, and I kind of capitalize that on a little bit.
Do you get that often, though?
Oh,
really?
Doesn't matter where you go.
Does it make you angry, or is it just kind of a way to goof on it?
I think it used to make me angry, but at this point, I'm just so used to it and I know it's not going to change easily. So I'm going to have fun with it, and I do, and I love taking that stereotype of female magicians, that there aren't any, and making it, kind of blowing the stereotype out of the water. It's awesome. I have a blast.
Where do you get your ideas for a new illusion?
Sure. So I get a lot of the ideas from things around me, and one of the things I love is doing magic with everyday objects, a water bottle or pieces of paper. I'm not so much into the card magic, because I think it's such a staple of magicians. The bottle cap routine I did came about when I was one day at the bar, and I noticed myself, someone would order a beer, and I'd pop the cap, and I'd just throw it away, thinking absolutely nothing of it. No one cares about the cap, right? They just care about the bottle and the contents. And one day I took the cap, and I went to go throw it away, and I noticed that it had some properties that would be just perfect for magic. And I just kind of looked, and the man, where's my beer? Oh, okay, here you go. And that sparked everything. And I walked home, I actually biked home that night from work with 4 shopping bags filled with bottle caps, and stayed up almost all night just playing with them and figuring out what they can do, what they can't do, what I can change. Does this work? Does that work? And that's how that routine came up. So I like to take things from all around me, and things that you don't necessarily think of as magic, and make it magic. Make the impossible possible with an object that you are very familiar with and just don't care about. And I think that's the best. One of my favorite things is at work is to take someone's straw, which they've had the whole time they're drinking out of it, and the one thing they know of is the straw uses this as its function, and to take the straw and I shove it up my nose and pull it out my mouth, which sounds gross, and then I just plop it back in their drink. And it's great. And I think that is one of the most powerful things you can do, is just take something from someone's world and make it crazy and give it right back to them. Yeah, I love it.
You must be a very popular bartender.
I do what I can, yeah.
Now you also have a website.
Yep. www.KAYLA, K-A-Y-L-A, DRESCHER, D-R-E-S-C-H-E-R, magic, M-A-G-I-C.com, KAYLADrescherMagic.com.
Were you involved in the design of that website?
Yeah, a little bit. I actually did it myself. However, it is being completely revamped by people who know what they're doing with websites, and that's very exciting. So it'll be changing soon, but yeah, I was. Yep.
And you get a lot of it. Now, if people want to get in contact with you, that's the best way to go on the website?
Yep. If you just head over to my website, you can click the contact page. It's right on the top right-hand side. Click that page, and all of my contact information, my business phone number, along with email address, and then a contact page form. You can fill that out and send over anything you want, even if you just want to say hey, and I enjoyed talking with Tom, or if you'd like to talk about possibly booking something, that's the way to do it.
You are also on Facebook.
Yes.
as well.
Yep, Facebook, Twitter, yeah, social network. Facebook is just facebook.com/KAYLA Drescher Magic, and my Twitter handle is @KAYLA Drescher. And yeah, find me, follow me, friend me, Hey.
And some of your, we mentioned about the Today Show appearance being on YouTube. Are some of your other performances captured on YouTube as well?
Yep, so you'll see some of the rubber band magic I've done today and some other stuff that you haven't seen today, all up there, and you can check it out either in its entirety or small clips of things, and check that out as well. Just type in KAYLA DRESCHER and you'll find it.
Amazing.
We're friends on Facebook.
Yes. Yes, we are.
How do you find that, the social media? Has that been beneficial for you?
I think so. I think that that seems to be the way that a lot of people are staying in contact now. And in terms of staying in contact with magicians, I think it's super important. I'm friends with people all over the world, and one of the ways that we stay in contact is Facebook. We can't always text or call each other because it costs so much. So Facebook is incredibly helpful for that. And I probably meet someone new once a week on social media, and then it's fun to then see them in person, meet them in person. But even before we meet in person, magicians are just this kind of wonderful crowd of human where you can contact anyone and you're just friends. And we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and we've never even met in person. Sounds sketchy, but it's totally not. And it's great. I even was talking to someone today on Twitter, and now we're friends, and I can't wait to meet him in person and then bounce ideas off of each other live. So it's pretty cool.
We've got about, talk about making time disappear, I think you've done that. We've got about 3 minutes left. Very quickly, best advice you ever received, and what advice would you give someone who wants to be the next KAYLA DRESCHER?
Oh, goodness. Don't be me. I think the best advice I ever received is probably, I think it was the best advice because it came at the right time, and that was from David Copperfield himself when I was out there with him for the prize. Is he said, find what you love and be yourself, and that's how you're going to be successful. And I think he's done just that, and I'm doing that now. And I think that's probably the best thing I can say. The best advice I can give is just love life. I mean, you get one of them, and it's totally not worth worrying about the little things. Just do what you want, and if you don't like your job or you don't like, fix it and be happy. And I think that that's the most important thing that any of us can do, and that's what I'm doing now, and I hope everyone else can just be happy and love life. Hey.
You're amazing.
Thank you. You're pretty great too.
Boy, that was a quick show, huh?
Please come back and see
Anytime.
us. So.
Thanks
or
for having
fly
me.
us out to Vegas and we'll do a show. I'll carry your 3 of diamonds
Perfect.
for you. And our staff, I think we have just about a minute left, Eric? Just about in the remaining time, Tommy?
Ed, it's a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
KAYLA, thanks for joining us
Thanks
once
for having
again.
me.
Continued success.
Thank you very
in
much.
your
Quickly
career.
again, your website.
www.KaylaDrescherMagic.com.
All right.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Thank you to the crew in the back. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Turn your dial to cable 18. You will see the best in TV. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Sit back and listen. You will hear the best conversation of the year. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom. Just talking with Tom.